Why do we still have the issues that we have?
If you're going to break the law, you need to learn it.
Drop the mic.
You're welcome, Mayor Williams.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I can't wait to see the show.
Hey guys, welcome to According to Michelle with Michelle Taylor Willis. And my next guest is a savage. And I mean that literally because his last name is actually Savage. He has been on some of your favorite shows, Lovecraft Country, Insecure, and he's just getting started. I'm excited because he's here to tell us a little bit about how he did get started and where he thinks he just might end up. So guys, without further ado, please welcome my next guest, Kevin Savage. Yay!
Thanks,
welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. I have a question really quick before we dive in.
Okay.
How do I know if an actor is actually acting or they're genuinely,
Oh,
because
my
like you could be
gosh.
like, I'm so excited to be here, Michelle, this is great, yeah, you're awesome, and you get off here like stone face. Like, how do I know? Tell me.
Energy.
Okay.
Because I can tell you whatever I want to tell you, right? But
Yeah.
if you pick it up, then you'll know if I'm BSing or not, right? And so it's so funny because I meet so many people and they're like, oh, you're an actor. How do I know if you're acting or not? Well, I mean, you have to trust, and you have to trust in your own instinct. So yeah.
So I'm trusting
funny,
in the
though.
energy.
Yeah.
I feel like the energy is very energetic.
It is.
Right now.
It is.
So I'm gonna trust that like, you're,
You're funny.
you know somebody's not funny
Oh.
when they say you're funny.
Stop. No, you are.
Okay, there you go. See, I feel like that was real. All right, so you're from Philly,
Yeah.
born and raised.
Born and raised.
Philadelphia.
Yep.
So when you were born, did you think this is where your life was going to take you?
It's funny. When I was growing up, I used to watch a show, The Wonder Years.
Oh, I love it with Fred Savage.
Fred Savage, right?
That's why I always confuse
Which
your name.
real name is Kevin Arnold, right? So.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so serious. So
Literally, that's one of my favorite shows.
when I was a kid, I'm like, I can do that. And so I would say that not knowing that I was speaking that whole thing into existence, right? And so years later, I get cast in a play at the church that I was going to as the lead. And so that kind of started this whole acting thing. And,
How old were you about that time?
That time, I want to say about 25, 26. Yeah.
Until I went back and looked at the scene. And the scene that I saw that you were in is when all of the women were lined up and you were the soldier.
All right.
And I remembered the scene. I don't know if I can give it away or not, but
No,
it's out. It's done,
aired,
right?
so yeah, you're
So
good,
we're good.
you're good.
Okay. But people, spoiler alert.
Right.
And you had to, execute
Yeah.
somebody. And it caught me off guard because I remember when I saw it first,
All right.
it was like, oh gosh, that sucks for her. But then when I went back watching it, knowing it was you, I was like, dang, Kevin, you really pulled that one off, friend. What was bleeding out of you in that?
Yo, like that was.
But it was
Go ahead.
crazy. Like, that's great acting.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was like, I don't want to get on his bad side. Make sure the questions are nice.
I mean, for that, silly. I think for that role, that was like my most savage role. Like,
That
I
was savage.
so excited to do that. And my sister's like, why are you excited that you shot someone in the face? And I'm like, because you just don't understand. Like, this is what I get to do.
Right.
And
According to Michelle with Michelle Taylor Willis. And my next guest is from one of my favorite places on earth, literally, New York City. It is like, I think New York, outside of Paris, is one of my favorite places to visit. So I'm so excited to have a Queens native here. We've got Saidah Nairobi on set today, guys. And I'm telling you, she is all things magnificent. Dancer, actress, but most of all, hopeless romantic. Guys, welcome to the According to Michelle show. Saidah Nairobi. Woo, you made me work for that name.
Oh my gosh, Grace, it's a mouthful. Okay.
It is a mouthful, but it's a beautiful mouthful. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, I'm glad you came. You have a beautiful smile.
You too. I'm like, when I saw your shows, I was watching.
Oh, really?
According to
How many
Michelle.
did you watch?
I watched the one with Teresa Hicks.
Yeah,
Because
oh, that's
my children actually go to Clarion.
Shut up.
Yeah. I was like, Teresa.
That's awesome.
Yes.
It's
So
a
I
small
love that
world.
shit. Yep.
But you're from Queens.
Yes, originally born. Yep.
Born
but
and
raised in
raised.
Atlanta though.
Raised in
Yeah,
Atlanta.
all the paths of it and embracing everything I am and being okay with that. you know, so. Yeah.
So what's different? What do you think is the biggest difference from that little girl that was 7 that came from New York to
now.
To the 19-year-old woman sitting across from me?
19, girl, yeah, that compliment. So many things. You know what's amazing though? Like, because the older we get, I feel like we're exposed to more of the reality of life. And I was always that like rainbows and unicorns type of kid, like just saw the best in everybody. You know, everybody was my friend. Like I was just that, like just open.
Sure.
Then you realize life, like, you know, everybody's not on the up and up, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I realized that I had to still be open, but be cautious, be aware, just not be so naive and gullible to the reality of what it is to live in America, live in society, you know? So that was one of the things that made me think about my career in dance, and how I was talking with my husband about this, because he also, you know, we had similar journeys with just touring a lot. And I was like, you know, of knowing then what I know now, I would have taken more time to just really stop. Because the pace of being a professional dancer, touring dancer, is so fast. Everything, you're in rehearsals for hours on end, then you're packing up to fly, you're on this flight, you do this show, you pack up, you go to another city. It's just like you go, go, go. So to be able to just like take the opportunity while I'm in Australia and just really sit and process it, every city, I didn't do that. There were some moments I was able to do that, but there was a lot of countries where we were just in and out, and it was like this for me. She found the school for me to audition, and that was my outlet. So I always associated it as a hobby, never as a career path. So when I went to college, I met really amazing people that became my friends, and they happened to have a love for dance as well. And the wheels started turning. Like, I was always a big fan of music. I loved all, like, R&B, hip hop, all of it. That was my thing. I loved dancing to Missy, Aaliyah. At that time, Sierra was like, she had just came out. So, and she was like Miss Hot Girl from Atlanta. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I just graduated high school, and I'm seeing her, and I'm like, that's how we be dancing back in, you know, at the school. Right. Like, you know, so for me, it just started to click. I was like, I wanna dance with her. It just, something about Sierra and her choreographer, Jamaica, I don't know, I just felt a connection with them, and I wanted
just on screen.
Yeah, okay. It was, because I always love researching documentaries, in Electra, and I auditioned for Electra for season 1, and the casting director has remembered me from Beyonce's tour and was just like, she just thought I'd be perfect for this this character. And so I auditioned, I got it, and it's just been such an incredible journey.
I can help them realize that passion, and I promise you can absolutely do the same thing. We prove it literally here every week. My platform is your platform, right? And it's our job to make sure that you guys can see the best and the brightest, but also
specifically guided you.
I just need help.
Or a connection with a banking officer that showed you beneficial programs you didn't know existed. The South Fulton Chamber of Commerce is your connector to everything you and your